Bright Tuty. Every student matters.
Hello children, welcome to the session. In this session children, we are going to discuss a few questions and answers from the topics that we have covered so far. So children, the first question is, what is measurement? So children, measurement means finding the dimensions of the given object. Okay. So how do we define measurement? We can define measurement as the comparison of an unknown dimension with some known and constant dimension. Okay children. For example, say we have to measure the length of this desk. So, what is unknown? The length of this desk is unknown. And we will be measuring it with our, say we have to measure it with our hand span. So, if we are measuring it with our hand span, what we are comparing the length of the table with? We are comparing the length of this desk with the known entity, which is our hand span. Okay children, so this is measurement. What we are doing in measurement? We are comparing the unknown dimension with some known and fixed quantity. Okay children? And children, whenever we measure anything, and how do we express the measured quantity? We express it like, say we have measured this desk with our hand span. So we will and say if it is equal to our 3 hand span. So hand span. So how do we write it? We have written it in 2 parts. 3 and hand span. So 3 is the quantity or the number and hand span is the unit of it. Okay children. So this is all about measurement. Let's move to the next question. What is estimation? Children, when we are not actually measuring something, we are just guessing. Okay, we are just guessing or we are giving the approximate idea about the dimensions of something. We say that we have estimated it to be approximately equal to some, say 2 hand span. This is just approximate measurement. Okay. Let's move ahead to the next question. What is unit? So children, we have studied about measurement. We have studied about measurement, right? And how do we write the measured dimension? We write it in 2 parts. Suppose we have measured it using cubit. Then children, we will write it as, suppose an object is 5 cubit long. Then this is 5. This is the quantity or the numerical value. This is number. Then we have this unit. So it is the known fixed quantity. The known fixed quantity is known as cubit because initially the length of the object was unknown. But we are comparing it with some fixed known quantity and that fixed known quantity is known as unit. So I really hope that you would have understood this. So let's move to the next question. In ancient times, what were the standards of measurement? So children, in ancient times, there were no standard units of measurement. So what did we use? We used either our footsteps, right? Or we used our hand span. Or we used a cubit, or we used a fathom. Okay children, so these were a few traditional ways to measure any object. Okay, let's move to the next question. Why standard units of measurement was required? So children, why was there a need for standard unit of measurement? Children, we want our objects to be measured in such units which are universal. Right children, so that the measured value is same if we measure it here in Delhi or if we measure it in Mumbai or any place, its value should remain same. Or if I measure something and you measure the same object, our values should come out to be standard or same. Right children, why? Let's understand this with the help of an example. Suppose you want your dress to be altered, right? And you want its length to be, if you don't have any standard unit of measurement and you can't go to the tailor's shop. So what you're going to do is, you will ask the tailor and you will ask the tailor over phone that you want your dress to be 2 hand span shorter. You want it to be 2 hand span shorter, right? So what tailor did was, he will cut your dress around 2 hand span of his dimensions, his hand. And when you receive the dress, it will be a disaster, right? Because the size of your hand span will be really different from that of the tailor's. So children, we need a standard measurement. Say now if you have a standard measurement and you ask your tailor to cut 10 centimeter then he will cut 10 centimeters. So 10 centimeter is same for you as well as for the tailor. So to avoid such confusions, we need a standard unit of measurement. Okay children, so let us now move ahead. Define a cubit and can it be used as the standard unit of measurement? So children, what is a cubit? So children, if you look at your hand and you start measuring it from the tip of your middle finger to your elbow, this distance, that is from the tip of the middle finger to the elbow, this distance is known as a cubit. But children, this cannot be used as the standard unit of measurement. Why? Because the length of a cubit for my hand will be very different from what your cubit may seem like, right? So everyone has different body structure, different length of their hands. So we cannot use cubit. So we cannot use cubit as the standard unit of measurement. So let's move to the next question. Define a handspan and can it be used as a standard unit of measurement? So children, what is a handspan? Handspan is the measure of, if we start measuring from the tip of your thumb to the tip of your little finger of an outstretched hand. This is an important point, that your hand should be outstretched, and when you measure it from the tip of your thumb to the tip of the little finger, it is known as the handspan children, okay. But again, this cannot be used as the standard unit of measurement. Why? Because the length of a handspan is unique to every individual, right? My handspan will be completely different from your handspan, right? So we cannot use handspan as the standard unit of measurement. Define a fathom. Can it be used as the standard unit of measurement? So children, what is fathom? Fathom is the length of your outstretched arms. Say you are standing with your arms outstretched like this. Bear with my drawing children. So this is you. Just imagine it a little ugly, but yes, this is you. And if you stretch both of your hand and you start measuring it from here to here, this is known as a fathom. Okay children, and again this cannot be used as the standard unit of measurement. Why? Because we have different body structures, we have different length of our hands, we have different right? So we cannot assume it to be a standard unit of measurement. Okay children. So I really hope that you would have understood this concept really well, and this is it guys. These were the questions and answers from the topics that we have covered so far. So thank you so much for your attention.